Welcome back to Tech by Pike. Today we're going to be talking about mini handheld video game console players. I know a little bit about them. My daughter has the Nintendo Switch Lite, and I had the Sony PlayStation Vita, which is a handheld game player. Steam announced that the Steam Deck is going to be rolling out, a new one, rolling out around December, the holidays, and I reserved one a couple weeks ago, and mine won't land on my doorstep until probably the end of January, beginning of February 2022. So we have a long time until that happens. But I did go out and check out some of the ones that are already out in the wild and people are using them. And I found this GPD Win3 5.5 mini handheld video game console player. This has Windows 10. It has it's a 1280 by 720 touchscreen tablet PC. It has an i7 1165 G7 processor, 16 gigabytes of LPDDR4 RAM, and then 1 terabyte of NVMe SSD storage. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this, take a look at it, see what we think, and then I'll have some final thoughts at the end, and then we'll do some benchmarking and kind of do a deeper dive, and that'll be in the next video in a couple weeks. But let's do the unboxing right now. Let's get into it. Alright, let's check out the chassis and the buttons and the I/O on this particular unit. The screen lifts up to expose the keys here, the keyboard, and the keys are not raised at all. It's all very, very smooth, and so I'll be interested to see how typing is on this particular unit. It's also touch from what I understand, so we'll have to test that out too. You have the select and start buttons. You have an option button right here. You have the side to side and the up and down button here. And it's all plastic, and it feels pretty good though. Very, very sturdy, good clicking. And then the ABAYX buttons are also plastic, and they feel pretty good. The joysticks themselves have good return, good rotation. Clicking's pretty solid. Then on top here you have the R1, R2, L1, and L2 buttons, and they feel pretty good. They don't feel cheap at all, so that's great. You have the power button, you have the volume buttons, and then you have the headphone jack, you have a USB-A, and then I believe that is the microphone right there. You have some venting. Let's go to the bottom here. You have two downward facing speakers. You have the Thunderbolt, how you power this thing and charge it. And then on the sides here you have an option to use the joystick or a mouse. We'll have to figure out how to do that. And then you have a mini SD slot for more storage, so that's pretty cool. And then nothing on this side. I'm not sure what that is. That little hole, that might be a microphone maybe? We'll have to check that out. So on the bottom here, you have the two buttons here, and they're kind of rigid. I mean, they have these little bumps on here for better traction, and they feel really good. So I'll be interested to see how those are during gameplay. And then obviously you have the air intake there. So not bad. It is all plastic, but it feels really solid. I mean, it's good. It's really good and sturdy. It has a touch screen, like I said, so we'll have to figure that out, try it out when we turn it on. But so far, so good. I really like it. We'll check out performance here in a little bit. The gaming console by itself weighs approximately 1 pound, 3.7 ounces. And then with the cable and I guess you can call it the power brick, comes out to 1 pound, 9.5 ounces. So fairly light.
Hi there, I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
The GPD Gamepad Digital Handheld Gaming Device. The jury's out on this. As you saw towards the end of the video, we tried to install Shadows of the Tomb Raider. It ran for a little bit on the benchmarking tool and then just kind of bogged out, and we got that error about resources. We were able to get to Cyberpunk 2077 and played a little bit on that, although I'm not very good at it on this particular device, nor am I good at it on a laptop either, but I'm better on the laptop. I don't know if I'm confused about what exactly this is, or if I just need to take it as it is and it's a Windows device, full Windows operating system on this machine. It's a Windows device where you could check your email, do some browsing, and also play a couple games. I'm going to have to find a couple games that might run a little more smoothly on this, like maybe Stardew Valley or something like that. I'm guessing that might run a little bit better on this particular machine. It feels really comfortable in my hands, and it has lots of ports. It has a mini SD. It has the fingerprint reader, which only worked maybe 20% of the times. I had some issues around trying to get that to work effectively. And it has the fan to keep it cool. There is one thing that was a little interesting to me. I couldn't really lay it flat on the desk as it ran updates. It ran Windows updates. I had to do that. And the fan would kick on and this thing would get a little bit hot under the chassis. And so I had to find a way to kind of keep it at a slant where there was more airflow. So I leaned it up against one of the laptops in the back here while it did the updates. There's a docking station that you can get with this. It's out on Amazon, so I went ahead and ordered that. And in the next video, I'll go ahead and unbox that, and then we'll start talking about the benchmarking because I'll be able to dock it, and it docks at a slant, so it keeps that airflow open. So that might be something that might help with the heat dispersion on this particular gaming device. Anyway, look forward to that. We'll post it as soon as we can. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more tech videos like this from Tech by Pike, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. It helps the channel. Not only that, it gives us an opportunity to bring more videos like this to you. And it also enables us to get better as we go along, and that really is the goal at this time. So we appreciate that. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.